Welcome and thank you for joining me. I'm Jerry Oginski, a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. Today's video tip is about failure to diagnose cases, such as failure to diagnose breast cancer, failure to diagnose lung cancer. What are they and what do you need to know about when you call an attorney to ask about that type of case? When a patient calls about a failure to diagnose breast cancer case, this is what I usually get. Well, I had a mammogram, everything was read as normal, and now 2 years later, I go back for another mammogram and they told me I have breast cancer. And the doctor then went back to look at the original mammogram films, and lo and behold, it's in the exact same spot that they see something there, but it was never reported. Well, that's significant because when a radiologist improperly reads or fails to recognize a mass on a mammogram, it can be deadly. And it can wind up with a cancer that continues to grow unchecked and untreated for a period of time. The reason these failure to diagnose cases are so significant is that the gap in time as to when the mammogram or x-rays or MRIs should have been correctly read until the time that the actual diagnosis is made is significant. So that originally, if it's picked up and detected early, you can have prompt, timely treatment, whether that involves surgical removal, known as excision, or with chemotherapy or even radiation therapy. Sometimes when the cancer has spread to different parts of the body, then you're no longer a candidate for specific types of treatment, whether it's surgery, radiation, or chemo. I'll tell you about a case I recently reviewed involving a young woman who had a mammogram and as a result of her losing her health insurance was unable to return back to any doctor for an extended period of time. In investigating her case, we looked back at the original mammogram films and had them reviewed by an expert. And the expert clearly said, yes, this mass is visible on mammogram. And what they should have done is they should have sent her off to the breast surgeon for a biopsy immediately. And they failed to do that. And this breast cancer went unchecked for years. And the unfortunate problem for this young woman is that the malpractice occurred years before, which meant that her case was no longer timely. The statute of limitations, the time limit to bring her case, had expired. If you want to know what the time limit is to bring a lawsuit in the state of New York for a failure to diagnose cancer case, it's 2.5 years from the date of the malpractice for a private doctor or a private hospital. Now, there are very limited exceptions. So if you want to know exactly whether or not your failure to diagnose cancer case is timely, the best suggestion I can give to you is to call an experienced malpractice attorney immediately so that you can get an educated, intelligent answer, not only from the attorney, but from an expert who reviews your records as well. If you think you might have been the victim of a failure to diagnose cancer case, then I want you to pick up the phone and call me because I can answer your legal questions. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at lawmed10@yahoo.com. And that's it for today's video tip. I want to thank you for joining me. I'm Jerry Oginski. Have a great day.